I became a foster parent to two little girls when their family was in crisis and they were removed from their family. And the challenges that I faced as a foster parent were extraordinary. They were used to sleeping on the floor, so getting them to sleep on the bed and reminding them that that was where that they were supposed to sleep. Regular eating was huge. They didn't know the difference between a tummy ache and being hungry. Getting them cleaned up and getting them to feel safe at night when they would cry. Really dealing with their emotional needs. What was unusual about my situation was that I was these two girls' teacher at one point. I had them both in kindergarten. I wanted to give them as much normalcy as possible under the circumstances. They knew me, they trusted me. It was the right thing for me to do.
When the national, state, and local unions connected her to a Washington Post reporter, Sonia's story was included in an article about poverty in schools. That article then came to the attention of a well-known person.
There's a kindergarten teacher from Albuquerque, New Mexico in our audience. I want you to meet her. Sonya Romero, come on down. And you've taken in two foster kids.
They've been with us ever since.
Well, now I'm crying too because
Sonia grabbed the heart of everybody in the nation. It just went viral. And now all of a sudden she's famous. She's on Ellen. She's on Ellen again, getting a new car, and she's handling it well. She's an activist. She's the executive vice president of this local. We both want, and I think all teachers want, to focus back on what Sonia was talking about in the first place. Children are in poverty, and it matters.
What she's saying is, let's have a real conversation and let's come up with solutions for every child.
I feel like as educators, we're sort of the first responders.
My hope has been that all of these conversations will elicit some kind of change because people want to talk about it.
Well, thank you for such a wonderful welcome. Wow, what an incredible ride this has been. From the second that Ellen called my name, my life has changed in some really incredible ways. And while I'm extremely grateful for this moment, I'm even more grateful that this moment has now become a conversation as to how poverty does matter. This conversation is a conversation we need to have and continue having as a nation. I have chosen to use my moment and my voice in interviewing for national publications, national TV shows, speaking in board meetings, union meetings, town hall meetings, here with you, and continuously communicating with hundreds of people who have personally contacted me via email and personal letters. One of my favorite letters was from a fellow educator who simply said, "There is still hope." Those letters are so powerful because they are our voices and our stories, and we need to keep sharing them. The conversations are happening. As a result of all that has happened for my students, our staff, and our community, we were able to hold our very first downtown Lew Wallace Community Hunger Summit this summer. That included legislators, community members, union members, parents, students, and educators to leverage all that we've been given to create something lasting that now includes weekly food baskets for our most vulnerable families. When school begins, we will be able to access a mobile food pantry that will supply organic and wholesome foods for our students and their families, and this is just the beginning for us. As great as it is that my school has received all this attention, we need to make sure that all schools receive services like this. That is why my union is working with community partners to start and grow community schools in Albuquerque. These schools are meeting the needs of students and families with on-site food pantries, counseling, medical and dental services. These community schools are creating innovative programs such as homework diners, which engage families and their children in their children's education and foster communication with parents. There's also parent-run daycare centers that not only provides children with an early start to their education, but also gives parents the opportunities to earn child care certification for their future employment. These programs make school the center of the community. Isn't that how it should be for all our children? As I see my foster girls thriving in the environment that we have all created, I truly don't know what the future holds for us. While my girls no longer worry about food or where they might sleep, I am still very much aware that their lives have been a chronic crisis state of mind that is far deeper than just not having food or money, and that my time with them will simply not erase that. So I've spent a great deal of time honoring and acknowledge that poverty matters, and I will continue to use my voice to advocate for not just them, but all the children that pass through my classroom. I am Sonya Romero. I am a teacher at Lew Wallace Elementary in Albuquerque, New Mexico, vice president of my local, and my voice matters. Thank you.